Some of this is already confirmed, some of this is still rumours, but either way there could be some potential spoilers, so if you don't want any of that, then leave. So it's just a little over a month away until Thor Ragnarok will finally come out, and yet there are plenty of interesting information revolving around the main villain Hela, or more specifically how she will be portrayed within the film, and how she isn't exactly going to be the same as she is from the comics. And recently it has been confirmed by the director himself that Hela will be an amalgamation between two characters, which is herself and a more recent Thor villain known as Gorr the God Butcher. Now for those who are unfamiliar with Gorr the God Butcher, all you really need to know is Gorr is an alien who despises pretty much every god in existence, who wields a powerful weapon known as All Black the Necrosword, which mostly grants the wielder the ability of darkness manipulation, as well as the ability of summoning a bunch of swords at once. And as you can clearly see from the previous trailers, Hela's power set will be very inspired by Gorr's himself. And if you look at the main sword that Hela wields within Thor Ragnarok, it does look almost exactly the same as the All Black the Necrosword, which is safe to assume that All Black the Necrosword will be the main weapon that Hela will be wielding, which makes sense as it's already been confirmed that Thor Ragnarok will take some inspiration from the God Butcher arc. Now this next part is nothing more but a rumour and an apparent leak from 4chan, so take this one with a huge grain of salt, and if you really don't want to hear this, then I suggest you leave right now. And again, there is a good chance that this could be fake, and then there's also a good chance that this could be real. So take this as you may. So in Thor Ragnarok we do get the revelation that Gorr the God Butcher will appear in the film. But not only that, it does get revealed that Hela is in fact related to Gorr the God Butcher. Or more specifically, Gorr is in fact Hela's father. Now many fans have figured out this major contradiction revolving around the twist, considering that Gorr hates every single god, so it would make no sense for him to be the father. To which this could easily be explained. Now the first explanation that I could find is that it was Gorr who was the one who enslaved Hela because he was ashamed that she turned out to be a goddess, and because of this it was in fact Gorr that imprisoned her for thousands of years, and then as soon as Hela's released, she becomes spiteful and then summons Ragnarok. And then the second explanation is the fact that Hela might not even be a goddess after all, but instead has a similar role to her father Gorr, and that she wants to slaughter all of the gods so that she become the one true goddess of death. And the reason why she wants to slaughter all the gods is because it was in fact the god who imprisoned her for all this time. And now that she discovered her father's weapon, which is All Black the Necrosword, which was made to butcher gods, she now has the means to cause Ragnarok and slaughter all the gods. Now how I personally feel about this twist in that Gorr is in fact the father of Hela, I think this is rather interesting, and it does mirror the relationship between Hela and Loki in the comics. As some of you may or may not know, Loki was in fact Hela's father, or so it was believed until it was later retconned. But either way, it is pretty cool to see that Hela is in fact related to one of Thor's most powerful enemies. And if this is remotely true, then it would be very interesting to see how this will pan out. And I know that this is a major departure from the comics, but truth be told, the MCU always changes a lot of things revolving around the characters, and plus Hela for the most part was always a secondary villain in the first place. And I know that there are a bunch of people who wanted to see Gorr the God Butcher in the MCU, however I feel like that this is a great alternative. So how do you feel about Hela potentially being the daughter of Gorr the God Butcher? Are you disappointed that we may not even see him at all, or are you perfectly okay with this? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.